Hi, Mike Cooper here with another one of my orienteering videos. This is day 2 of the DVOA March weekend races. Day 1, together with video of how I set up the camper van for the road trip, is in a separate video that I will link to in the description below and at the end of this video. Typically I show the whole course on the map and go through each leg, but for reasons of land sensitivity, which I completely understand, I'm only showing a couple of legs. I hope you enjoy the selection. So let's go see the event site, some of the legs, and at the end I'll show the interesting overnight location I stayed at on the journey home. Area before all the action starts. So Sunday morning, day 2. It's a lot cooler today. Hopefully I'll run better because I usually run better in the cold. Didn't mention yesterday how I got on with the thumb compass, and not too bad. A couple of issues I had. The map yesterday was very big, which meant that when it was folded up it was quite thick, and that meant it was a little bit hard for me to position the compass on it. Secondly, there were a couple of times when I lifted my right hand to look for the bearing on the compass, which of course there was no compass there. It's in the left hand. Apart from that, went well. So I'm going to use it again today. Hopefully the map will be a bit smaller and the run will be a bit faster in the cool weather. Let's see how it goes.
I got here in time to get the 1008 ones, so rather than hanging around with something nice and warmed up.
Break have to go back. Oh, now what?
Clear as this one.
Glad I heard somebody say that. I've forgotten to do that.
It's too many Cooper?
Yep.
You're running Green X, right?
Green X. I'd rather do brown, but...
Everybody clear a check? Your choice. You've got plenty of openings on brown if you want to switch. Oh, Mr.
I'll try to. It was so slow yesterday that the endurance battery ran out. So.
Huh? I'm fine. All I'm doing is yelling and keeping people in order. We had one runner show up in all orange, and she was running orange. Have fun. Yeah, that's all orange outfit. 10-13.
The one underneath, the one underneath, the one underneath, the one underneath. The top one is just holding everything in place, we hope.
Hello.
Well, that's encouraging. Cooper at Green X. Jim.
And then let me just double check that is Green X.
Super. Start when you're ready.
Take a look at 5 to 6 and have a think about how you might do it.
3, 2, 1, 0.
If I was running well through the woods, I would probably have gone straight and I could have got the navigation sorted out. But even though I was running better than the first day, I was still struggling with it a little bit. There did seem to be a route to the left going down a path to the point B, but that seemed a bit risky trying to find that path. So I chose to go to the right, even though it was longer. I was pretty sure that I was going to be able to run faster down the trail and then use the trail corner at point C to get into the control. And in practice, that's pretty much what happened. It went quite well. I was a little bit slow going through the woods, but I did get across the first trail onto the second trail, down the trail, round past the junction, take a very careful bearing at the corner, and then make my way into the control, and I was pretty much straight onto it, which is great. Here's some video from the route. I'm going to cut across this other trail and then go down it. There it is. I got a bearing from where I'm going to attack the control. What is it? And all that. Yes, this path is going to swing to the right quite a bit, but running's a lot easier. I'm sure I'm going to make faster progress than traipsing through those woods. So I haven't been doing that well at following the bearing. I'm going to double check this one is set right. Down here and cut in when the path bends. And then go across all the rock, hopefully straight to the depression. Okay, in from here. And there's the control. Next one. Almost the same bearing. So have a think about how you might do this long leg from 11 to 12.
3, 2, 1, 0.
It seemed fairly clear to me that the first half of the leg you'd follow the trails to the left. You'd do a little bit of extra climbing, but not a whole lot, and it would take you on strong path running. And then at the question mark point, the strongest runners carried straight on contouring on Route A to the control. I was going to decide when I got there if I thought I could see that path clearly enough or not, or if I would go around further around to the left. One runner actually went to the right, which is something that I hadn't seen on Route C, going down and then following trails along the bottom before climbing back up towards the control. So I took my planned route, got over to the path, contouring to it, Went across the valley on the small path. Kind of lost that path a little bit at some point, but it didn't really matter. Carried along the path and was wondering when I was going to get to the question mark point. So what actually happened when I got there, I decided that I couldn't see that trail clearly enough, and I was going to stick with the path running. So I went over the top to the left, turned right on the path junction, and went straight into the control from the path corner, which turned out to be very easy to find that way. Here's some video from the route. I left the trail with a long leg, and I'm going to take the trails. Can't along to the trail. The only problem with my plan to get to 12 is I can see that when I go downhill I'm going through a lot of green. And I know how nasty that's been. Still not sure which way I'm going to go. Might depend on how visible the small trail is. No, I'm going to go up, along and down the next trail, and then from the corner. It actually gives me a better attack point than going through the green. Going up this little hill, spotted this, so I know where I am, even though I'm just running along here till I see a big trail on the right. It's always good to know roughly where you are. what's in there. See, that was a very safe route. I don't know if it was faster or not. I think it was for me. So after Sunday's race, I went back to Philadelphia to see my family friend again for an hour or so, and then drove for a couple of hours to break up the journey on the way back, and found this nice spot to camp in. Actually, I had heard about this on a Facebook group. So here it is. It's a nice picnic area. There was nobody else here last night. Sounds of the birds, farm in the background. And where is this spot? Well, it's a rest area off of Interstate 80 in New Jersey, of all places. And it was a great place to spend the night. So now it's time to get in the van. The only problem was it was not quite level, but I managed to use my Go treads as a leveler to help level it up a little bit, and had a good night's sleep. So time to hit the road again. The journey back was uneventful, apart from a couple of things. One of the warning lights came on in the transit. It was just related to letting me know I was leaving a lane, so it wasn't that important, but I'll have to get that fixed from the Ford dealership at some point. And also I was using Google Maps for navigation, which kept trying to send me down a parkway which didn't allow vans. So I have been having a thought about what kind of GPS system I should use, and I am getting a different one. That will be the subject of a separate video. Otherwise, got home fine, the van performed very well, and overall it was a great trip.